Happy New Year, everyone. It's first week in January. Just had to stop to get some water. Then I'm off to Valens Lake Conservation Area for a couple nights of hot tent camping. Practicing again. I wanted to go up north. The freezing rain is about to start. Go figure. It's been snowing for, I swear, 2 months straight. I book a trip and now it's raining. Anyway, we'll see you there. Here comes the rain again. So, it's still raining as you see. It's dropped another degree, so it's 0 out now, which is, I don't know what the conversion is. But I'm assuming it's gonna switch to freezing rain soon, but I'm not far from the park. Random piece of information. I forgot all of my condiments, except for peanut butter and butter. We meet again, Valens. Hopefully I get parked. I'm gonna go up and look for a site and then I'm gonna come back and book it. But I don't want these roads to be too icy before I get back, so this is gonna be quick. Camp store. All right, I think I'm gonna stay at site 133. So I'm heading back to book it. All right, all paid up. Got some wood. Now let's go get this party started. I don't know if I've ever showed the camp cabins they recently built in here. I think they've been open a few years now, but yeah, they're nice. If anyone's looking to rent a camp cabin, they're all up in here. I think they have their own washroom inside of them too, which is nice. And the lake's right over here. It's getting a little greasy in here. All right, I just have to make sense out of all of this. I actually brought my rain pants, and I brought a rain jacket, and snow pants, and wind pants. I brought the clothes for pretty much every season. I'm patiently waiting for the freezing rain. I think that'd be better than the rain. All right, 4 corners are pegged out. That's what I like about this teepee tent. It's square on the bottom. Love that. Now, to fix the square. I'm getting there. I won't lie right now. This really sucks. But it will get better. Once the fire's going in the inside of that tent, everything's gonna dry out so quick. Okay, a little update. Rain is slowing down. If I didn't have rain gear on, I would be soaked. Tent's looking good. I'm going inside now to put the stove together. Got some new boots for Christmas. So far, they're keeping my feet dry. And I mean, it's been raining the whole time. I have my mitts off. They're literally dripping. I have other pairs. Back to putting the tent together. Okay. The last challenge of my setup, because the rest will be easy, is unraveling this pipe. Just unraveling the pipe and making it go together. That's all. Staking it out's not hard. Nothing else, just that. And did I actually mention it was a year ago this month? It was my first time camping and it was here. And oddly enough, it's the same site. That's all I got. Okay. The pipe wasn't an issue. The strings to guy it out, I got knotted. But anyway, it's done. So hopefully I can start this puppy up soon because I think my rain jacket's starting to wet through. Now that sucks. Update, still raining. Stove's all good. Go into the car, get this fire going. And then I'm gonna change. All right, just getting a little pile going in the center. Gotta go get a lighter of the car. And then we're gonna spark it up. It's only gonna get better from here. I actually had matches in here. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just an ordinary woman trying new things before I die. I mean, I hope to live a long time. I shouldn't phrase it like that, but yeah. And you know what? You learn as you go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you improve. A lot of times I improve on things. I still got to get this whole thing down to a science. But it will come. This is only my 3rd trip. I forgot to tighten the screw. Now I got to figure out how to do that while it's hot. But I put a little thing here. This helps get at the door. Time's 3 o'clock. Just sitting in the chair for a moment. Gonna walk up to the comfort station, which is very close. Like 4 minutes away. And then I'll come back and get everything else going here. Comfort station, the only one that's open in the park. My tent. Not bad. The wind is a little gusty, and it's still raining. Waiting for my water to boil. Weather report, still raining. It is now 5:02. It is still raining. But I'm rather enjoying the sound. It's very, very relaxing. I fought with my sleep cot. It's together now. It's a one Tigris. Starts with an S. I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Supregris. However you pronounce it. And let me tell you something about this. These clamps, well, for me anyway, are so hard to push together. I feel like there's a pinch hazard waiting to happen. But once it's together, it's great. But maybe as it loosens up, the cloth might get easier. But right now, I find it very hard to clamp the legs down. That's all. Finally going to make myself a homemade mocha latte. Put some skim milk powder, some espresso powder, and hot chocolate powder in my cup. And for an extra treat, I have a little bit of JD Shore s'mores. Hello, hello. Weather update. That's right, it's still raining. I'm just relaxing now. My bed's all made. Well, I just got to bring my sleeping bag in. My coffee was delicious. Fire's going nicely. Everything's just trying to dry out a little more. That's about it. I think I should figure out what I'm going to have to eat soon, since it's 6:45. I feel like I'm on an episode of Camping with Sam Bananas, because it always rains on Sam, or at least a solid 80% of the time. And he always makes the best of it. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. I'm settling on some cheese, some pepperoni sticks with crackers, and voila. simple and easy. Let's get the fire going again. Alright, it's 9:30. Still raining. I am going to make myself a cup of tea. I put wood in the fire one last time for 2 reasons. To heat the tent up once more and to boil the tea water. And that's it. And then I'm going to call it a night. And then we'll see you all in the morning. That got hot fast. I had to turn everything down. Holy crap. Fire's almost out. Still raining. I'm thinking I might not be able to leave the park tomorrow. Especially if the temperature drops. I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. I wanted to do a few hikes tomorrow to some waterfalls. But I guess we'll have to see. All in all, though, I'd have to say this was a successful day. I still have to get down placement of things. That's for sure. I didn't think I'd be laying here enjoying the sound of the rain hitting the tent on my first winter camp of the season. But I'll take it. It's very relaxing. The fire's all but out. So I am going to zip up the sleeping bag and close my eyes. Good morning. It's 7:30. My sleep wasn't too bad. As you can hear, I think it's still raining out a little bit. Could be blowing off the trees. I'm just trying to work my way up to get out of this warm, cozy bed and start the fire. And all importantly, start myself a coffee. 2 degrees. I only went down to 1 degree inside the tent. The max that wasn't here is 23. This Accurate, I've been trying to get a Thermodrop, but they're always out of stock. And then I seen a YouTuber using this. And so I went to Rona, because that's where I found one, and they're $18 as opposed to $35. So if you're on a budget, you can always get one of these guys to carry around with you. I can't, yeah. I mean, I gotta get a smaller carabiner. This is overkill, but that's all it is. Well, time to get this fire going. I should say these come with a suction cup because they're meant for your home, or I guess you could put them wherever, but you can just suction to the outside of a window so you can look at it. But yeah, anybody, like I said, on a budget or just wants something a little cheaper, there you go. The battery port's right there. Just takes your standard battery, like a watch battery that you can get at the dollar store. Put a little Death by Chocolate into my hot chocolate espresso combo. That should get the day going. Doesn't take long to warm up in here, but in the same breath, it doesn't take long to cool off either once the fire goes out. The coffee's delicious. Fire is just barely hanging on. I have to chop some wood. I just hope it stops raining before I have to do that. Yeah. So I'm trying to organize my stuff here. Just killing time while it's still spitting out. Because I don't really feel like getting soaked today. Although the only thing that was soaked was the outside of my clothes. I actually stayed dry, surprisingly, because I was in the rain a lot yesterday. But it's just a whole drying process. I mean, I will if I have to, which I probably will. Anyway, so I got this Coleman sleeping bag like a few years back, but I think I'm gonna just not use it tonight because it's so big. Like, it's a mummy bag, but it's made for a person that's probably 6 feet tall and over. So I just find I'm sliding everywhere. So what I'm gonna go with tonight, which I had all of this on me last night, is just my favorite wool blanket, and then 2 more wool blankets. One's here, and then one's underneath the pad, and that's the Hikenser winter pad that's supposed to be rated in our value of 6'8" or something. I doubt it's that. I could feel the warmth though coming from it last night, but I doubt it's that. But we'll see, because I'm going to be sleeping directly on it tonight with just 2 wool blankets. But I'm going to really layer up. Last night I just slept in my clothes, but I do have base layers on, and I have my darn tough socks, so it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. All right, I just been putting around, and then I was relaxing. I made some poor man pad straps. Just took a string and tied one here and tied one here around the frame to hold my sleeping pad somewhat in place. At least it won't slide completely off or go that crooked on me when I'm sleeping. Now I'm just gonna go outside and putt around. For as much as it rained, it's not too soggy outside. Tent's drying nicely. This side's a little slushy. Not too bad. I should add, I didn't cover the corners. See how they're high? That's to let air in and out. I don't have a CO2 detector yet, so, and I mean, this tent is far from airtight, but still I'm going to get one. I do not run my fire overnight because I don't have one, and my fire is usually completely out before I even fall asleep. So, and when I can feel the breeze coming in and hit me in the face, I'm pretty sure I'll be safe. Ain't anybody finding my ass in a tent because of stupidity or ignorance. I've definitely did my research on that. Yeah. So you enjoy the warmth while you're awake, and then get used to the cooling off period. Get yourself all bundled up nice and warm, and then you go to sleep. If this was summertime, the campsites are relatively close together. Somebody forgot their canister fuel over there. But in the winter, not a lot of people come here, and I'm not sure why, but it's nice. Little squirrel tracks. I actually only bent 4 pegs. I mean, I like the fact top glows in the dark. And they're good, probably 3 season pegs, just not going down through frozen ground. But then again, I'm not sure. There's a lot of things out there that's good for going through frozen ground. Switched out my hiking pants for my lined wind pants. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. It's relatively nice out. I decided to cut some wood. Hey ho, early afternoon now. Have a little fire going on the outside. Firewood's all chopped up for tonight. Adjusted the lines on my tent. The tensions. I mean, like I said before, I gotta give this tent credit. It does not leak. This tent had more rain on it than snow, hands down. Hands down. So it's got that going for it. And yeah, and I've just been trying to organize this a bit better in here. Benefits of hot tent car camping. I'm just gonna set all my food and dishes back in my car. If you're actually backcountry, you need to make it fit. So you would have to be more mindful of what you're bringing. Fast forward, late lunch, early dinner. I'm going to have tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. Try to keep my meals simple in the winter because everything is more of a challenge, obviously. It's colder, things take longer, yada, yada, yada. So it's nice to have the simple things and prepare stuff too. Like I pre-cut stuff. I got chili here in the car, I just have to heat up. Just makes life easier. Then you can enjoy the rest of the things that you want to enjoy. I put some lights around my tent. You'll see them better tonight. Grilled cheese is looking good. I'm just gonna take the soup and pour it in the frying pan when I'm done because my little pot is a bit too small for this, and I don't want to dirty the big pot. And I don't want to waste the water in the other pot. Just warming up the soup now, and it's all done. It's gonna taste good. And voila, I actually poured my soup into my Yeti to keep it warmer longer. And that's it. Now I'm gonna sit down and enjoy it. I have to say, this is a big convenience. Hot water to wash the dishes. You just have to do it in the laundry room. And remember to use the food all clean. Back I go. Going for a walk in behind here. I swear there's got to be farmers' fields because I hear coyotes at night. I seen a few people in the park today. I didn't see anybody yesterday. Probably because of the weather. Except for me, of course. That's okay. I endured it. And at the end of the day, it was really nice. Coyote tracks. Coyotes like to pee around this tree. Coyotes always have like a linear line when they walk. Different than a dog. It's like singular. It's probably in here watching me. Let's go this way. A lot of action, that's for sure. A lot of prints. Deer. Sure. Bunny, rabbit, squirrel. It's actually a barn back here. Something was probably squirrels. Deer. Wow, hungry. Well-used trail for the animals. Here's the barn. There's actually a horse outside with the red coat on. At least these don't seem overly fresh. Just out walking around, and this poor tree caught my eye. Still going. Not a lot left to either one of them. They're still going. This section, I think it said dogwood, but it's closed during the winter. As you can tell, it's not plowed. But I'm just checking it out anyway. I'm really surprised at how much snow is still on these picnic tables. That goes to show you how much snow we had. Because well, you heard, it rained like the whole day yesterday. And there's still a fair amount of snow here too. The top end of this loops around and comes back out. And then we're just gonna go back the way we came. Trail hooks onto somewhere, but it's pushing 5 o'clock, so I can't be wandering too far or I'm gonna find myself in the dark. It's a nice sight. These are at the top of the loop. Top loop. And that's it. See you back down at the bottom. Such a beautiful evening. Coyotes are starting. Such a beautiful evening out. It makes all the struggles of yesterday well worth it. I think it's hovering right around 0. It's like the perfect temperature for winter camping. So super cozy in here. So cozy. Tea time. Good morning. It's a little chilly out. Just trying to get this fire going and get a coffee going. That didn't take long, which is good. It says it's 1 degree out, but man, it's a cold 1 degree if it's 1 degrees. See how long it takes to warm up in here. And just like that, it's toasty warm and I strip down to just my thermals. And the thermometer's hanging about halfway up the tent on the far wall. Obviously it's warmer because heat rises. But I just cranked the tent up to A, get myself warm, and B, boil water. Now I damped it down. I have my little lantern going here. Just using up the rest of this fuel tank. And my coffee right here. Life's good. In case anyone's wondering, this is the Fire Maple lantern. I got it for a gift a few years back. I love it. I like to bring it when there's fire bands going on when I backcountry camp. Because then I can just have the ambience of a little flame because it's controlled. It's, you know, you have to turn it on, turn it off. So you can use it. If I check the thermometer now, it's like 21 degrees. That's the temperature of them down low sleeping. Just came outside, the tent's like all but dry, which is beautiful. And these string lights are still lit. I can't believe that. I've had them on since, 6 o'clock last night? They're Amazon string lights. I I got them as a gift. I really like them. But I can't believe they're still going. And it's almost 8 o'clock. Yeah, so that's good. Just the bottom's wet, so I won't have much to dry out when I get home. After I finish my coffee, of course. And the string light that I put on the inside of my tent, it's illuminated as well. Well, this is illuminated, sorry. My lantern's illuminated too. Comes in a 2-pack. One's colored, one's clear. And all you gotta do is hook them into a battery bank, and you get some nice ambience. Can't see them as well because the sun's coming up, but and there's different settings. So there's this one. You can go flashing. I think this may fade in and out. It might be solid. Just gives it just a little fun, little color. And they were $20. I actually used it on my Christmas tree last year. It's just neat. For all you beginners like myself, that's why I love front country camping when I'm trying something new, because I can get dialed in. I'm getting dialed in now, getting used to the setup, what I got to do first, you know, get that stuff out of the way before I make my next step into backcountry winter camping or colder winter camping. Because even with the pegs, like, you got to dig down. Some spots, you know, it's a half a foot of snow. You got to dig into the snow to get your pegs in the ground. You got to make sure you have the right pegs so they go in the ground. Or if you don't, then that's a whole different set of obstacles you have to cross. Just things like that. But yeah, practice, practice, practice. You know, you don't want to do anything foolish, like just jump right into it and go out in the middle of the woods somewhere and end up freezing. So yeah, just practice. That's all I can say. Watch videos, see how other people do it. I take a little bit from each video I watch. You know, some things are really crafty, so I take that with me and I use it, see if it works for me. See, that's the difference. 13 degrees if I'm sitting close, if the thermometer is close to the bottom. It's like 6 inches off the ground. Now I hang that up here to this spot, you watch. So my whole bed experiment with just the 2 wool blankets wasn't so bad. I also wore like 2 pairs of thermals. These thermals are 260 weight in the bottoms, and the pair below it is 200 weight. I only wore 1 thermal shirt though. And it wasn't too bad. It's just when I woke up, I think it's because the blankets were off my side, so the wind was, or I should say the air was coming in and under and chilling me, but it wasn't too bad. And that's about as far as I would bring the wool blankets down to on their own, would be 0. Me anyways. I don't know a lot. I just know by feel. And for me, that was the limit with using 2 wool blankets and double thermals. If anybody wants size reference for my stove, my boots are size 12 women's. Yeah, I have big feet. They are a bit roomy though, because I wanted more socks underneath. But there's my boot, and there's the stove, so that's your reference. It's compact, and it's medium size. I think I said that before. It's like under 6 pounds. Already just packing up. Another good thing about car camping is you can figure it out when you get home. And that's exactly what I'm doing, figuring it out when I get home. Here's the string lights, still going. Then I just roll back up into this. You have a little arm right here. And then you just, and there's also a light. Pretty sure. I had it going yesterday somehow. There we go. Goes like that. Red. Just white and red. And these also have settings. even with the door open. All right, just got to contend with this now. I purchased this one. I really enjoy my other one, but I want it to be lower to the ground to give myself more head clearance when I'm sitting on my bed. And I have a container that can slide under this. So it, you get more room this way. And plus the fact that it's just over 5 pounds. So I'm buying stuff geared towards backcountry, so I want it as light as possible. Gonna see a lot more dirt salt mixture on the roads this year, because there's a big shortage of it right now. Salt cost, we bought I don't even know if it's a 20-pound bucket, $42. So that's how much salt is right now, in case you're interested. All right, this is just gonna cool down some more before I take it out. I think what I'm gonna do is go for a quick walk while the bottom of this dries up. Actually, I'm just gonna dump it. I got the pipe unhooked because the pipe was cooled down. This is just hot, so I'm gonna take it over to the fire pit, dump it out. So far, this stove's been pretty good to me. Slightly warped in spots, but is what it is. Friendly game of chase. Thank God these aren't frozen in the ground. I just wrapped the strings from the stovepipe to avoid knots next time. And to clean the glass, I seen it on the Sam Bananas video. Take some of the soot from here, gently rub it on this, and watch what happens. It's a little hard to do one-handed, but you can see how it's coming off. Looks pretty good. And that's a wrap on my first camp of 2026. All right, everything's packed up, cleaned up. The son decided to make a presents. So I'm just gonna quickly walk over to the boardwalk trail just to go around the back half of it, because it probably looks pretty right now. Should be able to cut through here. I thought I could drive and park somewhere, but that was a no-go. So I just went back to the site and parked there because I'm good till 1 o'clock, and it's only 11. Let's go this way first. Hopefully this one's the right way. Beautiful morning now. Great way to end the trip. I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. I'll go a little further before I turn around. Yes, I made it to the boardwalk. Nothing like a snowy boardwalk on a beautiful sunny morning in the early part of January. Woo! Slippery. The water looks so clear today. Walk up a little bit further, then I'm going to turn around. That way the sun's not in front of me, it's going to be behind me, or beside me, I should say. Mansion on the hill. Must be nice. Your backyard or front yard overlooks the conservation area. And the lake's over there. Back we go. Just like that. She got some winter views from Valens. So peaceful back here. One thing about winter camping is there's not a lot of crowds. Just beautiful. I like being alone, which I do, although I like company too. But when you're alone, you do what you want on your own timeline. When you're with company, you guys kind of got to sync up. For the most part. I guess you could do what you wanted, but you would feel more obligated to do other things. I had to unzip my coat, take my gloves off. Holy cow, with that sun out, makes a world of difference. All right, coming back out now. See you guys back at the car. As I wind down this camping trip, my goal is once again to try to camp once a month at least the whole year. Last year I missed April, October, November, December. This year I hope to get every month. All right, check you on the next one.